Welcome everybody to Mud Flood Was Armageddon. Mud Flood was Armageddon, and I'm never going to tell you anything else. But today I'm going to be playing Hearts because I guess I'm in a mood of where something. It's just a crazy day for me. Everything's going on in the world. People comments I've read and everything else. It's just, maybe I needed time just to say, wow, maybe I'm not even good at cards and I'm just the biggest, stupidest person in the world. So let's just see, because you're not just supposed to win at cards, and especially hearts. Hearts is a hard game. So let's just talk a little while I play hearts, and we'll just see, it's supposed to be a game where you win 1 out of 4 times. Yeah, everything's okay with me. I feel like I'll be back on the wall, being a watchman on the wall, trying to warn people, hey, fire's coming later tonight, hopefully. But right now, let's just see how what it's like to play cards. So we'll go to the expert level, because we all know that all of the games cheat. All of these games are cheat. They play against the person. Go. Play it. How do you play it? Start the game. Man, that's great. That's just great. Well, maybe you got to hit that. Pretty sure you got to pass cards. All right, so let's see. I'll pass these two. Oh, that doesn't see. Normally, I try to run it every time. But this time I'm not going to be able to run it. So we'll just play them out, Just play cards, trying to run it every time. Well, I did run it that time. Let's see. Well, these guys must be on to the fact that I'm going to try to run it. Uh-oh, that hurt. Well, that one wasn't going to be the best one for me. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. Maybe I shouldn't try to run it. Oh, no, I'm losing. Oh, no. Bubba. Let's see, 20 to 16 to 13 to 29. I'm in second to last place. Oh, no. Well, this is not a hand where I can even pretend to try to run it. Well, this is the one where you don't pass. Oh, crap. Bad odds on that one. Oh, boy. Good thing it goes to 100. I have got 33. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Not 33. Yeah. Now that's a run, everybody, in case you didn't notice it. I won't be losing now. Okay. Well, now I have to, I'm winning now, but it's still too close. Still too close for comfort. Ooh, this will be hard. Don't think I was going to run it. Okay, so I got someone with 73. Still going to take at least 2 more hands to put them out. That's passing across. Remember who gets your cards. Oh, that sucks. That's 4 spades that have been played. Now there's the king and the queen. Now we'll see if they take this. If not, run them. Okay, they have 99 now. You know, I got stuck there in the first, but now, remember when I was losing with 33? Now it's 34, 68, 5, 99. And I can't put 2 people over 100, so I'll probably just, have to just play it there. No passing this time. So the idea is just to get Henrietta a point. Uh-oh. And there's my win. And there's one win on how you try to run it every time. There's no more clubs out there now. Keep looking for clubs and see if I was right. If I could have got that 9 of hearts in there, I would have run it. Oh boy, 1 king of spades. Oh no. Oh, I'm not winning. Now that's a lot of hearts. One queen. I think I'll do this. Pass those across. Yikes. Now I'm going to don't ever just throw away your high hearts. They're trying to lie to you. Don't just dump things that if you know they can run it. Why would you do that? Oh my goodness. I could have run it with this cards without this nonsense. Oh, shoot. That'll work. Oh man, I'm still winning, but it's a tie. I'm tied. Man, this one isn't a runner. This is how you win at hearts. You know the rules. Whoa, this is a close game. I want to try to get it to Marnie. Let's see. I want to get rid of that, and that. Remember what they passed to the different people. This is to Harriet. Okay, pass across. You pass me the queen, you're going to get it back. Oh, bummer. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I can't believe it. Well, that one got me by surprise. Now I'm stuck. Oh my goodness. That was a hard one. I got to recover. Let's see. What can I do? Uh-oh. 89. So I've got to get, I'm in second to last place. Huh. Doggone it. So the only thing out there that can beat me now is the Jack of Hearts. Now I'm gonna get them all. Oh, maybe not. That guy didn't get any. Shoot. Oh man, Marnie. I probably shouldn't have done that one. I'm all nervous now, man. I'm not used to getting my butt kicked like this. Not right off Jump Street. Oh man. Reginald. 92. Oh no. Man. That's the game. Oh man. Second place. Bummer. No, thank you. Uh-oh. A little too late to get it. That should have been in the last game, man. Oh, well. boy, still close. Okay. Well, that was convenient. Now, did that make sense? No. All right. So this isn't a good running hand either. All right. Keeping it going here. Still got a chance in this game. righty. Shoot. $14, $21, $59, $88. Anything could happen. Anything could happen, and there's a no pass situation. The other players were trying to help that computer run it. Oh, my bad. Still between me and Reginald. One, two, three, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shoot. There's your loss. Doggone it. Well, how about that? Should have counted your spades. Well, I got 2 wins out of 3, and that one was too close by 1 point. I'll play one more game to see if I can get 3 out of 4. Like anybody cares. I don't even care. I don't even care how I do in this game. 1 to 6 to 16 to 3. I was going to try to run it. I don't think I have a chance now, but I might, I talk about, I always think you should try to run it. Another close game. So that's 8, and then a 7 is 9, 10, 11. So queen is one of them out there. Unless they have all of them, I'm going to take a chance right now to draw out the queen. What do we got? All right. 140, 38, 51. Still looking for that big run. Well, I didn't look at that very close, did I? So once again, that's how you run them. And that's what I'm trying to do every time. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Now, if I could run it this time, it would be a rare chance to get everybody over 100. But this is a very hard hand to try to get it to run on. Still got a chance to put everybody over 100 if I could get it, but this isn't the hand to do it with either. Oh, who knows? Might as well just went and trying to run it. Don't want to show off and lose. Oh, he ran it. Oh, well. So that's how you play cards if you try to win every time. You know what? I'm ready. I'm always ready for some card lessons. I just won 3 out of 4 games of Heart Set on Expert. So I think I'm doing pretty good. I would have thrown away the diamonds last hand. Opens you up to throw off, and you had low cards to cover you. Yeah. Everybody can play their games their own way. And, 3 out of 4 on Expert. I'm just saying, anybody can, it's not a big deal. But, I always hear, one of the things I always hear is that I'm an idiot. I did it wrong. I did this. I did that. I'm too smug. I got that, somebody in one of Ella's comments when she showed one of my videos or part of it. Oh, I like you, Ella, but that other guy just seemed so smug. Sorry. I think I'm right about a lot of stuff in scripture that for years people haven't been able to come back and go, hey man, you gotta think about this now. Or you can have a lot of people that come in afterwards who go like, yeah, Armageddon's in the past, but I'll take it from here, mister. I'll show you what you've been missing. And all I need, I know you're joking. I know you're joking. I would love to play cards with you sometime. I would love to get a game where we could sit around live playing cards of hearts and just playing like family around the table, and just see it, because this is what I'm getting at. Is I used to make a living playing poker too. And I used to play cards all the time, and I would smoke my family in Jeopardy and a lot of things. And that's not easy because some of them are pretty darn smart. But then all of a sudden, when it became flat earth, it was just like, you're stupid. You're stupid. You don't know how to use logic. All your stuff that you studied about in philosophy, all the names you know, it doesn't matter because you're stupid now because they told me. So let's just take a look. Look at the difference here. And this is just, I've played this a few times. Now look how easy it is if you play these games the way most people play them. You can just, we'll just try to win it. Once again, I'm going to try to run them all. And I don't know if these guys really set it on easy or not, but I know that no matter what level it's at, they work together to try to beat the player. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, Jenna has the queen. And now I have the win. Because they don't know, they don't know how to count their cards. And that's the problem. And it should just happen automatically. Oh, are you kidding me? Come on, I was going to run it. I'm telling you, they play as a team. They play as a team. You dirty dogs. Now I'm probably going to get stuck. Did he do that? Oh, there's still a few high ones out there. Don't forget, you're passing them across. Ah, now they're on to me, man. Passing me those low hearts. Oh, you cheaters. Yeah. This is going. I gotta run them. These things are supposed to go fast. Man, you ain't running it with this hand. This hand looks disastrous. See, easy. What do they do? Turn the computers off? Now, who would have thought that they would have been saving a heart like that? I'm not worried. I'll just have to try this game a little bit longer. because it's on easy, man, and they suck. Oh man, what's going on? It's not over? Come on, man. How about that? So it doesn't really matter if it's 4 out of 5, if one of them is on easy, but the computers are set just like the games are set. They're stacked against you. So, you better watch out. Hey, have you guys ever heard about I was looking up these things here. The Reorganization Act of 1939, enacted April 3rd, is an American act of Congress which gave the President of the United States the authority to hire additional confidential staff and reorganize the executive branch for 2 years, subject to legislative veto. It was the first major planned reorganization of the executive branch of the government of the United States since 1787. The act led to Reorganization Plan Number 1, which created the executive office of the president. So we are in a new world. And this happened because as governor, Franklin D. Roosevelt had a reputation for reorganizing governments in order to achieve efficiency. And part of the Economy Act of 1933, enacted in Roosevelt's 100 Days to combat the Great Depression, gave the president authority to engage in limited reorganization of the executive branch in order to achieve economic recovery goals. By 1935, the New Deal had been declared unconstitutional. So whenever you hear them talk about the New Deal, the National Recovery Act, it was unconstitutional. And Roosevelt's views on how to effect recovery had shifted away in just those few years from economic intervention towards social justice, a legislative program known as the Second New Deal. What? So that it led to the Second New Deal? Is there anything on that is like, wow, the Second New Deal, they got it in Wikipedia, is a term used by historians to characterize the second stage of the New Deal. They didn't want to call it New Deal Part 2. In his address to Congress in 1935, Roosevelt called for 5 major goals: improved use of natural resources, security against age, unemployment and illness, and slum clearance. Slum clearance. A national works program. American Liberty League, they like that. I wonder what else I had pulled up that I might go over later tonight. Executive Office of the President. I just wanted you to see where I get it. A lot of people are, bailing out on mud, flood, and Armageddon past, and we could build this with 5 or 6 people that could make bricks, up to 10,000 bricks, and it only took them a couple of weeks. And they could do this, and this is where they stored it, the Eisenhower deal, the executive office of the President of the United States. But it's in all caps here, but not up here where they list it. But they're it looks like there might be something to that United States all cap stuff. Permanent government. The executive office of the president is also referred to as a quote unquote permanent government. Permanent government. So, oh my goodness, Tony, euchre is my favorite game. Euchre, you must be from Illinois, Wisconsin, or Canada, or parts of Michigan, because that's the only people that I've ever heard go like, I like euchre. As a matter of fact, there was a time when my dad won a euchre tournament in a town called Kinsman, and then I won it a week later, and they didn't even tell me my dad had won it. And I went home and go, Dad, I won the euchre tournament. He goes, I won it last week. I went back, checked. He did. It was crazy. Michigan. So euchre's a good one. And Tony, if you ever want to get a euchre league or a euchre game going, because it seems like, you know, you used to, mud flood. It's, with all of the sock puppets out there, it seems to be losing steam, and but to me it's not. So I just thought, well, maybe I should just play cards and do what everybody else does, is they just totally, well, we don't need to find truth anymore. The Bible's been studied. I'll just lock into my position and go from there. So I went back to playing cards. I only won 3 out of 4. I did save a screenshot one time of when I was bragging to Tommy from Texas about, hey, I just played hearts, because I had gone through a mood like this before when I was still up in Wisconsin, and I won the first 4 games in a row. And so I did a screenshot, and I saved it. I just don't feel like you want to look for it right now. And I could say, maybe I could look for that screenshot right now, because it does seem like so many people, and even like when I have some people like, on the show with me, they still kind of go like, nah, I don't know, Alan, did you really do all that, and stuff like that? Is it? Yeah, I really did. I really could do this. I really could do that. And it's just one of those things, that I wonder if I put it on the desktop or something that would be easy. I don't even know what that looks like. Documents, no. But really, I'm just talking to myself and trying to, there's a lot of things I've talked about in the past, about how important they were to me in my life, and that this type of a thing around this time of year, which was right after Sandy Hook, the Boston Marathon massacre, and the Benghazi 9/11/2012, which, my son was in the Air Force. He was in this. If you say, wow, I wonder whose slogan that is for what battalion, that's that my son was in that. But where's that stuff, man? You know who this guy is? The Shot at Dawn statue. This is the only man executed for treason or desertion in World War II, or was it World War I, where he just said, no, I've been on the front line. I can't fight. If you send me back, I won't be able to fight. So they killed him, even though they say up to 100,000 English and maybe as many more in the United States all deserted at different times. But because he wouldn't say, if you put me back at the front line, I'll do better this time. Who cares about if I show you my cards? Now I'm getting the the weak Wi-Fi. It was doing good, I hope, earlier. But that's enough. I won 3 out of 4 games of heart. I feel like I can go into, and just talk to myself and just hope that people listen and share and go out and realize that, just like, the person that maybe even, possibly said, let's call this the mud flood movement. Let's, is it going to be mud fossils, mud flood, whatever, Armageddon past and everything like that. I'm supposed to forget the fact that the Lord, had me sell everything I had, invested all in this, and do it because I'm afraid there would work. Without lying that I just don't know. I'm just not sure. I can't tell if there's been a reason. I don't need their approval to know that I know the original scriptures are good. They are translating them weird. They're not reading it right. There are people that are Christians, pastors that are getting paid $500,000 a year to pump out garbage and tell you there's a flat earth. Armageddon's not past. Everything's fine. We're not worshiping Isop and Babylon and everything else. So every now and then I need to do something to put myself back, because I can't just keep, grabbing old pictures of myself and throwing them up there and saying, I paid off this house. But it's easier for her to go like, I just think he's so full of crap and so smug, instead of somebody going like, I'm going to check this dude out and see if he paid for that house and see what's going on. And did I really live on a budget for all those years? Did I pay off a 30-year mortgage in 17 years? No, it's easier to just go like, thank you for asking a few right questions, Paco, but now we got it from here. Because you're kind of ignoring the Mandela effect. Yeah, I had guest co-hosts telling me, oh, why don't you like the call? Why don't you like this? Why don't you like Enoch? I'm tired of going over why I don't like Enoch, why I don't believe there's a Mandela effect, why I think there's been numerous recent resets, because they're monkeying with us. And if I can just have to 6 people right now, I'll do it 6 at a time. But I'm convinced I'm not stupid. I'm not a proud, boastful man either. But I'm not going to go, gee, I just don't know, because that makes some people feel better. That's not the way this is going to happen. Not on this Flat Earth Nation. Not on this little 4 out of 5 wins. One's on easy. And anybody, put it in the comments. You're stupid. You suck. I could do better. Then do it. 24/7 Hearts, play on expert, put it out there, and let's see how you do. If you want to play me in Jeopardy, of course, I don't know many of the TV shows in the last 7 or 8 years and things like that, to whereas I used to know them all and keep up on the current events and stuff like that. I'll bet I could still do pretty good in Jeopardy against some of you geniuses that think, oh, if he could just listen to me a little bit more. I'm talking about Noah, who's just started his own channel. And I get the people going, gee, I miss this person, or I liked your guest, but you seem stupid. If you don't think that gets old, do it for yourself. And don't think you can relate to how, just hit the rock like he did spoke to it and hit it like he did last time. If you don't think that you can frustrate people and God's going to judge and say, like, you've driven this man to aggravation, go back and check the Bible. The prophets and the preachers and the teachers can get frustrated with the people if it's based on the Judges and the Hebrews and things like that. And right now, I'm a frustrated individual because there's weather coming. This year is going to get worse and worse. you can't see through that it's not the Republicans and the Democrats that are going to save you, and that every act of voting is an act for the status quo. It's an act for like, doggone it, if we could have just got more people out and those didn't cheat so much, we would have won by a landslide. But who cares if we squeaked it out? Now we can get something done in our government because we've got the right people in office. That is ridiculous. You're never going to fix anything through Washington, D.C. I want to thank you all for sticking around and letting me vent, because this isn't a way of me trying to put myself down. I played the cards. I would have been a lot happier if I would have won all 5 games, but hearts are tough, man. Dealing and passing, you don't know what you're going to get. But, I've won 5 in a row. But sometimes I've got to do something to remind myself, you know what? They're sock puppets. They're sock puppets, or they're people that don't know what they're doing, or they're actively wolves in sheep clothing after a while. I don't know how to do anything like adding on Discord. I can't even get my other Facebook page to recognize me, and things like I was watching a video on how do I sign out on my phone so I can sign out and watch here to see if I'm going chipmunk or something like that. I started a new Facebook page called Paco Flat Earth, and I'm accepting people on that. I'll show you that one. So I've got this Paco thing here, and I've got a couple of friends already. And I'm going to be able to do this, but I have to be able to, here it just goes like, oh, sign out, and stuff like that. I want to put videos on here and have a backup thing, but really, you got to watch a video? Look at our world today.
Who clearly had some experience in the military. And this is very professional tactical gear. This is not somebody who went to the Army Navy surplus store and found something. And the veteran said to me, no, I'm not going back in because I got my hip blown up in Iraq. I thought, okay, check, that's a veteran. And these aren't guys just playing dress up. I was surprised and I was appalled by the veteran present there. Appalled that someone who took an oath to support and defend the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, would be there as an enemy to that oath.
Prosecutors have cited footage by these veterans and filing charges against them. They've pleaded not guilty.
Overran the Capitol. We're in the Capitol.
I think January 6th is not the end of anything. A full 12% of those who were arrested appear to have some background in the military, veterans. Now, I think that's a disproportionate number of those who might be extreme. But when you find extremists in positions of authority, in institutions that are geared toward protecting all Americans, that's where there's a disproportionate impact.
I think people have forgotten what that oath is. It is.
You know what? I wish I had, sometimes I wish I could have saved my old videos and things like that, because I remember when dressed like a Native American and renounced my vow to the Constitution that I took when I joined because there was an Iranian hostage situation going on. And then it took me a long time to find out that the guy I was voting for, Ronald Reagan, was actually doing, some side deals, trading guns for with terrorists to release hostages, to act like, oh, we got it all under control. And then those are the good guys, our oath keepers and stuff like that. If they're still trying to defend the So we're going to be coming back, 7:30, maybe 8 o'clock, maybe tomorrow, because I don't know right now, but I want to do a Bible study. I want to get into what is the president really doing, but I'm just sad that Tommy's back isn't getting better. He's in pain all the time. He's not, the stress with his, his wife taking the vaccine and his daughter taking the vaccine, and I've had that nerve pain. I had to have spinal fusion, but I only went through this pain for 2 years. He's been on it for a while now, and it is just crazy. So he's upset. I'm upset. We're watching people, like Static in the Attic. What was with that, Oh, I don't know about no resets. I don't know nothing about no resets. We could have gone over, I wanted to go over what's going on with these things. Lost towns under Watts Bar. These Chattanooga underground things, Did they really jack up their houses? What's all this under Chattanooga? What was going on when they raised the houses in Chicago? I believe that is possible to raise up a house and move it. But getting 6,000 people and men and doing it all at one time, along with redirecting the river and everything else, it just seems hard to believe, that people could be just eating dinner in their house, having their house moved. But, hey, that's just the way it is. It's all cool now, Then regrading Seattle and just having people come out. What's going on, but they don't really care because, a new person can come out and go like, hey, I looked at mud flood and there's nothing to it, man. They can all do this and that. And it's just all explained. They dig out the thing, they throw it in the front yard, probably took a picture. It's all a joke. It's not a joke. And your salvation could very well be hanging in the balance if you're ready to just go, there, really, there's no recess. Let's just go. I mean, how much farther, how much pressure are you willing to withstand before you just give up and say, I should just take the jab. All those people on TV look okay. To him to knoweth to do good and doeth it not, it's sin, it says in the book of James. And you got this, and you've got the Bible, and you've got the history of the United States. And if you want to count them a friend, and that you should lay down your life for them, fight for them, swear not, but you made a vow to them, so now you're bound to it. I'll defend them against all enemies that they say is your enemies. They're going to call me your enemy. They're going to call Nicole from God's Flat Earth Gal, Washington. You're an enemy of the state. You're an enemy of the state. Stu, you're an enemy of the states. John, why are you such an enemy of the state? It doesn't matter. They're going to tell you you are. And just like that video I showed them of what are they doing now with the wild boars that got some of these diseases, they're using thermal heats to track them down and cull them. And I only have what some people would call intuition to think of possibly people that have to be encompassed about because they've been looking for to be surrounded, but they're slippery and they keep getting away? I think that. I believe the Bible teaches it. I don't think it's smug to say, you know, to disagree with people and say, no, I have a different opinion. Well, you're smug. Let's play cards. Let's play Jeopardy. Let's see if I'm stupid. Or let's see if that's how scripture should be read. I think it is. Thanks for watching me play cards if you did. Thanks for joining for this last little rant. I want to pray, and I want to come back to this, and I want to pick up some of these same topics. And if anybody knows a good place where, you know, if I have to join an app or something to play euchre, I'll do it. I'll do it. I will sign up there and I will play with some friends and chat in euchre because, you know, the Bible says, you know, let them keep letting if that's what they're going to do. Well, maybe it's just time to let them let, and the wise will understand. And I should just settle down to saying, okay, I've got a couple of months to save some money and see what's going to be going on. Because, you know, when Tommy feels good and stuff like that, he's thinking about earth houses and things like that too, and what we're going to do. But I have this Facebook page now. I want to get that BitChute. I want to do those other things. That's not my expertise, is understanding that you have to watch a video on YouTube to see how to log out of your phone on Facebook, man, so that you can get your new account up. Everything's weird, man. I want to do them all. I want to put them all out there. I can stream to up to 10 different sites because I paid the yearly thing for StreamYard. I just feel like we're running out of time, and I just feel like, you know, there's a lot of people that I know that just haven't found this channel yet, and I don't know what they're listening to or who they, you know. It's a flat earth nation. You know, I'm never going to tell you anything else except possibly Mudflood was Armageddon. I do that because I believe I'm obeying from trying to look at the scriptures, and we've been lied to about resets, and we've been lied to about the United States as your friend, and that you can have any effect at all by voting. I think we should ditch it all and run away and start hiding right now. Amen. Hallelujah. Aho.